Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making Anna Paul's viral Turkish pasta, the vegan version. This took me 3 tries to get just right, but the result is a delicious meatless pasta recipe that makes a great vegetarian or vegan dinner that everybody will enjoy. Welcome to Kat's Vegan Kitchen. Let's get started. My favorite thing about this recipe is it's super quick to make, so in about 30 minutes we can have a delicious dinner that feels kind of fancy. The first thing you have to do is boil the pasta. I love to use a fun pasta like bow ties for this recipe. For the meat replacement in this recipe, I'm going to use tempeh. You can also use a commercial vegan meat replacer, which will also taste really good. I'm using tempeh because I try to keep my recipes closer to whole food plant-based, and also tempeh is an amazing source of vegan protein that is really underutilized in plant-based cooking. On its own, tempeh has a little bit of a bitter flavor, but I'm going to show you my super secret way to make tempeh taste really good. Anytime you're cooking with tempeh, you want to start by crumbling it into a pan and covering it with water or broth and steaming it for about 15 minutes. This is going to get rid of some of that bitter flavor. I'm using a vegan beef broth in this recipe. While my pasta is cooking and my tempeh is steaming, I'm going to chop up about 1 cup of diced yellow onion and about 1 clove of garlic, which I'll use later. When the pasta's done, drain it, put a dash of olive oil on it, stir it, and let it rest in the pan. Once your tempeh has steamed for about 10 minutes and absorbed most of the liquid, you're just going to put a cover on it and drain the remaining liquid into your sink. The water's steamed off the tempeh, and now I'm gonna season it up so it tastes like a delicious meat replacement. For our tempeh marinade, we're going to use 1 tablespoon of vegan Worcestershire sauce. If you can't find that locally, I'll put a link in the description where you can order it. 1 tablespoon of tamari or soy sauce, 1/2 tablespoon of sweet paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of ground pepper, and because Anna's mama says to add a dash of curry, we're going to add a dash of curry because we never ignore mama. And because tempeh really doesn't have a lot of fat, about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Mix that up really well. Before we add our marinade, I'm going to show you my super secret trick for making tempeh taste meaty. Add unsweetened cocoa powder to your tempeh. Sprinkle it all over the tempeh and toss it till it's well coated. Once your tempeh is coated with your unsweetened cocoa powder, go ahead and add your delicious marinade. Toss that, coat it really well, then go ahead and add in your chopped onion. We're gonna let that saute over medium heat till the onions are nice and cooked and the tempeh is nice and seasoned for about 5 to 7 minutes, stirring it occasionally so it doesn't stick. Once your onion has softened and your tempeh has dried up a little bit, go ahead and mix 1 to 2 tablespoons of tomato paste with a little bit of water. Pour it in the pan. That will deglaze your pan and get all those delicious flavors into your tempeh. Stir it up and let it simmer until that liquid is absorbed. While we're waiting for our tempeh to saute down, we're going to make our yogurt sauce and our roasted red pepper sauce. This yogurt sauce is actually a great condiment to have on hand for lots of different things, so you can make it ahead of time and keep it in your refrigerator. But if you're making it just for this recipe, you're going to take about 1 clove of chopped garlic and mix it in with unsweetened plain vegan yogurt. I'm using about 1/2 cup of vegan yogurt and 1 clove of garlic. You can skip this step, but I learned from my grandmother, if you mash the garlic, it releases the garlic flavor into the sauce a little bit better. The sauce for this recipe is a simple roasted red pepper and butter and paprika sauce. You can buy roasted red pepper sauce at an Arabic market. I make my own because really it is just blended roasted red peppers. For the roasted red pepper sauce, I just put a couple of roasted red peppers into my high-speed blender with a little bit of liquid from the jar and blend it on low for just about 30 seconds. The sauce for this recipe has 4 simple ingredients: some unsalted plant butter, some sweet paprika, your roasted red pepper sauce, and a little bit of olive oil. For our sauce, we're going to put 3 tablespoons of unsalted vegan butter, 3/4 to 1 cup of red pepper paste, 1/2 tablespoon of sweet paprika, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and a little bit of salt. And we're just going to heat that until it's warm and everything is melted. It's time to put this delicious masterpiece together. Remember, I'm cooking for just my husband and I, so this makes about 3 servings. If you're cooking for a whole family, go ahead and double the recipe. We're gonna start with a plate of pasta, add a generous scoop of our delicious meaty tempeh, a drizzle of our yummy yogurt sauce, and finally top with that delicious roasted red pepper sauce. And you can garnish with some cherry tomatoes and parsley. I hope you love this recipe as much as I do. If you make it, let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you next time on Kat's Vegan Kitchen. Oh, Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Right. Well, let me just do this.
Make the diarrhea? Okay. Yeah.
Come on, I'm just gonna show them.